Stop scrolling. Put your phone down. What you are about to hear is not a simple review. It is the unmasking of the most anticipated, most powerful action camera ever built. If you own a GoPro, you need to listen. If you are a creator, a traveler, an adventurer, this information is going to save you hundreds of dollars and change the way you capture the world forever. For years, one brand has dominated the action camera landscape. But DJI has not just caught up, they're about to launch the Osmo Action 6, and it doesn't just match the competition, it vaporizes it. We have the insider leaks, the rumored specs, the price point that will shock the industry, and the one unbelievable killer feature that will force every adventure photographer to upgrade. You have 30 minutes to absorb this information before the future of action cam footage officially arrives. Let's dive into the DJI Osmo Action 6. The elephant in the room, image quality and sensor, extended. Let's start with the image. Because in the end, that's all that matters. The Osmo Action 6 is rumored to feature a 1-inch sensor. Just take a moment to let that sink in. A full, 1-inch sensor, crammed into a tiny, rugged chassis. This single upgrade is the nuclear option. It's the game over button for every other action camera. What does a 1-inch sensor mean for you, the creator? It means unparalleled performance in low light. Imagine those sunset mountain bike shots, those twilight dives, those campfire time-lapse. No more muddy, noisy footage. You get cinema-grade depth, incredible detail, and a dynamic range that captures both the blinding snow peak and the dark shadows of the valley floor simultaneously. The images won't look like action camera footage, they will look like they were shot on a professional cinema rig. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a seismic shift in optical engineering. To put this into perspective, a typical action camera sensor is about 1/2.3 inches. The jump to a 1-inch sensor is a massive 4 times the surface area. This quadrupled area allows the camera to collect exponentially more light. More light equals less noise, richer colors, and sharper details, even when you're filming challenging, high-contrast scenes like skiing through shadows or surfing at dawn. This larger sensor also inherently provides a shallower depth of field. Yes, you heard that right, an action camera capable of giving you a slight bokeh effect. This cinematic quality has been impossible to achieve with tiny sensors, but the Osmo Action 6 is changing that rule forever. The sheer fidelity and professional look of the footage coming out of this camera are going to be indistinguishable from dedicated mirrorless cameras in many scenarios. Paired with this sensor is the rumored ability to shoot 6K at 60 frames per second. 6K, 60 frames per second. That gives you incredible creative freedom to crop, reframe, stabilize, and still deliver stunning 4K output. If you are a professional, this feature alone justifies the price. If you are an enthusiast, this future-proofs your content for years to come. This is the new benchmark, and nothing else even comes close. Furthermore, the slow-motion capabilities are also seeing a major bump. Expect a rock-solid 4K at 120 frames per second and an almost unbelievable 1080p at 480 frames per second. That is slow motion that captures every drop of water, every fleck of dirt, and every nuance of motion with breathtaking clarity. The unbelievable stabilization leap, extended. For any action camera, stabilization is the hidden hero. If your footage is shaky, it's unusable. DJI's rocksteady stabilization has always been excellent, but the Osmo Action 6 is rumored to introduce Rocksteady 4.0, and the word rock might not be strong enough. Sources suggest the new system leverages the beefier M-series equivalent chip inside the camera to perform real-time, AI-assisted scene analysis. This means the camera doesn't just stabilize movement, it intelligently predicts the next movement. Picture this, a high-speed FPV drone dive, or an intense downhill ski run. Rocksteady 4.0 will eliminate the subtle, chaotic jitters that current cameras still struggle with. It's rumored to be so smooth, it will make a $500 gimbal completely obsolete. You will achieve buttery, cinematic tracking shots straight out of the box, without any post-production work. This feature saves you hours in the edit suite and gives your viewers that jaw-dropping, professional polish. Let's break down the AI component. Rocksteady 4.0 isn't simply cropping and rotating. It's using machine learning. The camera processes the data from its gyroscope and the visual data from the sensor simultaneously. It recognizes patterns like a rapid turn, a sudden drop, or the vibration of a boat engine. By recognizing these patterns, it can pre-compensate for the motion before it even happens, resulting in a level of smoothness that feels physically impossible. Think of it as having a silent, invisible gimbal built right inside the camera's silicon. The M6 chip, rumored to be powering the Action 6, is the key enabler here. It has the processing muscle to handle this complex AI task and write the 6K video file simultaneously, all without overheating. This level of integrated performance is unheard of in this form factor. The only time you'll need a tripod is for a static time-lapse. For everything else, mountain biking, running, skiing, or filming from a vibrating car dash, Rocksteady 4.0 handles it effortlessly, leaving you with perfectly level, distortion-free footage that is ready to upload immediately. Display dominance and usability. An action camera is only as good as its usability, especially when you're freezing, wet, or mid-climb. The Osmo Action 6 is fixing the biggest pain points of its predecessors. Leaked images show a front screen that is 30% larger and a main rear screen that is brighter than ever, rumored to hit 1000 nits of brightness. You can finally frame your perfect selfie shot, even in direct, blinding sunlight. No more guessing. But the true innovation is rumored to be in the interface. DJI is allegedly introducing a new, haptic feedback touch screen that is fully functional and responsive even when wearing thick gloves. This is a small detail, but for anyone who shoots in cold weather, deep powder, or underwater, this is a revolutionary quality-of-life upgrade. No more fumbling, no more taking off your gloves and freezing your fingers just to change the frame rate. Speed, usability, and reliability, DJI is delivering it all. The power paradox, battery and charging revolution. The single most frustrating thing about an action camera is the dead battery at the critical moment. DJI knows this, and the Osmo Action 6 is rumored to solve it in two groundbreaking ways. First, the battery capacity is rumored to be significantly increased, giving the camera a claimed 180 minutes of 4K recording time on a single charge. That is nearly double the usable battery life of the leading competitor. Second, and this is the feature you need to know, ultra-fast charging. The leaks point to a new battery design capable of achieving an 80% charge in just 15 minutes. Think about the implications. You're on a long hike, you stop for lunch, and by the time you've eaten a quick sandwich, your camera is fully charged and ready for the afternoon's adventure. No more carrying 3 or 4 heavy spare batteries. This is not just a charging improvement, it is an entirely new workflow for multi-day adventures. The power problem is over. Durability and the deep dive. An action camera must be rugged. It must survive the impossible. The Osmo Action 6 is rumored to be built to an aerospace standard. The first major spec point, native waterproofing down to 200 feet. That is nearly 4 times the depth rating of current models. If you are a diver, this means no bulky, light-sucking external housing is required for almost all recreational dives. Just grab the camera and jump in. Furthermore, a new, highly durable Gorilla Glass equivalent lens cover is rumored to be completely interchangeable without tools. This means if you scratch your lens cover on a rock or a tree branch, you can swap it out in seconds in the field, keeping your footage crystal clear and your camera protected. This level of durability and field serviceability is exactly what the professional adventure community has been demanding. The ecosystem and connectivity killer. DJI's strength has always been its seamless ecosystem, and the Action 6 is taking this to the extreme. It's rumored to support Wi-Fi 7, which means lightning-fast file transfer to your phone or laptop. Imagine sending an hour of 6K footage to your editing suite in minutes, not hours. But the real secret weapon is the DJI Mic 2 compatibility built directly into the camera's hot shoe mount, completely eliminating the need for cables or adapters. For vloggers and professional viewers, this is massive. You get crystal clear, broadcast quality audio with zero setup time, all integrated natively into the Osmo Action 6 body. The camera is now not just a video capture device, it is a full, all-in-one professional production studio. Price, release date, and the crucial choice. So, the biggest question, what will this revolutionary technology cost, and when can you buy it? The price point is the most guarded secret, but our analysis of the component costs, particularly that 1-inch sensor, suggests the DJI Osmo Action 6 will launch at a premium. We are hearing rumors of a $499 launch price. Yes, that is higher than current entry-level models, but for the 1-inch sensor, the 6K resolution, and the rocksteady 4.0 AI stabilization, this is an absolute steal. It is a price that undercuts equivalent cinema cameras by thousands. You are not buying an action cam, you are buying a mini cinema camera for under $500. Now for the release date. The silicon is ready, the components are being mass-produced, and the leaks suggest a major announcement is imminent. We are forecasting a late fall launch, possibly in early November, right before the holiday shopping season. This timing is critical, as it puts the Osmo Action 6 directly against its rivals during their peak sales window, forcing their hand and instantly devaluing every other camera on the market. The final verdict, should you wait? If you own any action camera today, GoPro, Insta360, or older Osmo, your camera is now obsolete. The leap from the current generation to the 1-inch sensor, 6K, and AI stabilization of the Osmo Action 6 is the biggest technological jump the action camera industry has ever seen. Do not buy a new action camera until you see the official announcement of the DJI Osmo Action 6. It is worth the wait. Now, tell me in the comments, what is the first place you will take your DJI Osmo Action 6? Will it be the deep ocean, the snowy peaks, or a simple trip to your favorite trail? Hit the like button if you found these leaks useful, subscribe for the immediate, minute-by-minute breakdown of the official launch, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single crucial detail. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the future of action camera footage.